Good afternoon, Cancer. Welcome to your November Tower reading. I'm Lisa from Lisa Ashton Psychic Medium. You can check out my website down below, hit the subscription button, the notification button, and you'll know when I come on live to do mediumships during the week, which I do 2 or 3 times. Welcome to my channel if you haven't been here before. If you have been here, you'll know I always pull a romance card. I pull 3 cards for the collective from the Wisdom Oracle, and then I pull 1 card for each week. If I need to clarify, I'll certainly clarify with the Rider-Waite deck. I am using the Imperial Gilded Tarot for the readings this month, and I specifically waited till today. Today is 11/1/111, which is a magic number, right? In numerology, it's a number that means new beginnings, and I thought it was very fitting to start and to do these readings on this day, and that's why I waited. Yesterday was the full moon in Scorpio, where we let go, we release things, right? That's what a full moon is about, releasing what no longer serves us. And that'll happen for the next few days. So if you didn't do it last night, you can still do it, okay? You have a few days. That energy from the full moon is still here. But today also we're going to be starting something new. We're going to be starting the month of November. November, I have to say, and I've been telling every single sign this, is going to be a very chaotic month as far as the energy goes. The way the planets are aligned, we still have Mars retrograde in Aries, which is the planet of war, if you will. War, delusion, anger, frustration, and now we're coming out of Mercury retrograde on election day. We have a lot of planets going into Capricorn. We have Uranus in the mix, conjunction with Mars. So all of this means instability, means chaos. And I have to say, after looking at all the different months that we've had, that November is one of the most chaotic, angry months. That's the best way to put it. I don't want to keep saying the word violence because I know it's coming, and I think by me telling you, you'll know that it's also coming. So stay in your own lane. It's really important. I don't see any violence towards you at all. I'm not saying that, Cancer. But what I'm seeing is there's so much chaos around because of everything that's happening this month. It's very easy to get caught up in the middle of it. So remember, if somebody is trying to engage and poke the bear and you respond with your own fists, and that's when the negativity starts, right? If someone's to try to poke the bear and you don't react and you don't respond, the only thing they can do is also open their hand and drop the subject. And that's a lot of living in that high vibration that I often talk about. High vibration is about kindness, it's about love, it's about nurturing, it's about caring, it's about compassion. And so many of us on here, or so many that are listening to our monthly readings, we're very empathic, we're very intuitive, and that's why you're drawn to certain psychics, certain mediums that can give you that empathy, that can be part of your tribe where you enjoy being. So share this out to your friends so they can join you on board, and try to stay in your own lane and go with the flow this month. That's the most important thing I can tell you, okay? And I am, Cancer, going to get started on your reading. I always pull 1 romance card, see where we are, either single or married or in a couple, see what's happening romance-wise. And this card is, no, hold on, I pulled out the wrong card. I want the card that comes to the top, like how this one comes out, you see? This one. Give your relationship a chance, okay? So this card often means, if you look at both of them, they're both very interested, but she's looking away. She's looking away as if there's something that's not pleasing her. Maybe she's seen a red flag in the relationship. Maybe she's seen something that she doesn't like, so she's looking away and hoping it's going to change. He's still really actively involved. She's still actively involved. She still has her hands around his neck. So maybe this is a relationship been in for quite a while, and you're just giving it another look-see, and you want to improve it. And it's the perfect time to do that on Tuesday as we come out of Mercury retrograde, right? Communication is going to get a lot better. This could be a brand new relationship. Maybe you were introduced to somebody by someone, a friend or somebody in your family, and you're kind of like, oh, this person really isn't my type. This card is telling you to give it a chance, okay? You may, how has your type worked out so far? I always like to say when I talk to people, if you continue to choose the same type of person over and over again, and you're expecting different results, it's not going to happen. So maybe you need to step outside your box and try to look at somebody else differently, right? As opposed to maybe you always like dark-haired guys that ride motorcycles. Well, maybe this happens to be a sandy-haired blonde who is really into surfing. You know, it's a totally different type of guy. Doesn't mean that you don't have to like them, okay? It doesn't mean that just because they're different than your normal, quote unquote, person that you go after, that it matters. It's just giving your relationship a chance, giving this person a chance, stepping outside the box of what's normal for you in a relationship. Because unless you're in a highly successful, wonderful relationship, and God bless you if you are, you should be very grateful for that, because there are a lot of people that are searching for love, and especially this year because it's so difficult to get out. If you're in a relationship that you're just starting, give it a chance. Okay, that's the best thing I can say. Give it a chance. Now I'm going to be pulling 3 cards from the Wisdom Oracle. The Wisdom Oracle deck is a deck that I use to pull for the entire community, for the entire collective. Okay, so all of you Scorpios, no, all of you Cancers, I'm sorry. All of you Cancers, right? So, see there? That's telling me they're done being shuffled. Just trying to give you an example so you know if you're doing your own cards at home, that's what I use as an intuitive base. You may have your own system. Cards start flying out and you feel like, okay, they're done being shuffled. But I know these cards are done being shuffled, so I'm going to turn them over. First card I got is Why. Second card I got was Here and Now, and the third card I get is Between Worlds. Okay, beautiful. So the card Why. Why? I mean, this is the ultimate question we always ask, right? Why? There is an angel. Look, an angel coming out of this book. So maybe this person is leaning over. Try to get a little closer so you can see. See the question in the clouds, right? Question. There's a few different question marks depending on how you turn the card. You can see another one up here. Oh, wrong direction, right there. So why are things happening the way they're happening? Why are things so chaotic? Remember, you always have free will. And as part of a big community, a part of the collective, you have free will to make changes, right? We're very intuitive. And Cancer, you're no exception. Very intuitive, very motherly, very taking care of a lot of people. But with that intuition comes a responsibility, right? And the responsibility is to keep it in a high vibration, to keep your mind and what you say in a high vibration, so that what's coming out is people are really enjoying the love, the kindness, the generosity, the compassion that's coming from you, right? So that's the biggest thing to remember, to stay in that high vibration. Here and now, this is just staying right where this is right now, not worrying about the future, not being anxious. I hear, from Spirit that there are a few of you out of there that are very anxious about what's coming, like especially for the holidays. But you don't need to be concerned with that. Stay in this here and now. Stay today. That's exactly what this girl is trying to do. This card always reminds me of the movie James and the Giant Peach, if you've ever seen that movie. But this card always reminds me of that. But you can go fast, right? It says fast or future. Oh, past or future. So you can go in either direction, or you can stay right in the middle. And that's what this card wants you to do, okay? This is Between Worlds. This is a card about mediumship. Quite often when I pull this card, there's some of you that have the ability to call in spirit, like I do sometimes when I come on during the week. Call in spirit, bring messages through for loved ones. Between the worlds. This is where we are right now. On Halloween, the veils are the thinnest, and that was last night. So for a couple of days, it's still going to be very thin. We're between both worlds. We're between heaven and earth. We're experiencing justice. We're experiencing chaos. We're experiencing love and community. We're experiencing negativity. It's between both worlds, and it's up to you to choose where it is you want to be. Staying right in the middle, staying in your own lane and not going outside your own lane, right? Letting the universe guide you this month. Very important. Very important, okay? So now I'm going to shuffle using the Gilded Tarot. This is the Imperial deck. And Cancer, let's see what cards come up for you. I'm going to pull 1 card for each week, and 5, even though the last week is a short week. So I'll be pulling 5 cards, and we'll talk about what it means for the entire week, okay? And these cards are still shuffling nicely, so that means I can continue to shuffle. They need to be shuffled when they allow me to shuffle them that way. That's my spirit leading me intuitively. That's what I need to do. Keep shuffling until it tells me to stop. Sometimes it's 100 shuffles. Oh, look. This card over here, I don't know if you can see, is out of alignment. It won't go in. So I can't push the cards through like I normally would because it's out of alignment. So these cards are done shuffling. Okay? Does that make sense? So you could set up, you could have your own gut feeling of what feels good when you're shuffling the cards if you're doing angel cards or tarot cards at home. That's just how I do it because I've been asked that question a lot and I want to make sure I answer it, okay? I love your comments below. Please leave me comments. I'd love to ask each of the signs to leave me comments on what kinds of signs you're getting this time of year from loved ones. Some of you may have lost a loved one during the pandemic, and if so, I'm very sorry. I know myself, my mom passed in January. She didn't pass from COVID, thank goodness, but she did pass, and so this is my first holiday without her, so it's going to be very hard. So leaving an empty chair at the table, acknowledging that they're there. And you'll be surprised at the signs you see. You'll be surprised at the message you get from loved ones, okay? So let's see your weeks and how they look. Okay. Okay, lovely. Interesting cards. Okay, the very first card we have is the Knight of Wands. It's a fire energy. Look at the fire behind him. So you could be dealing with a fire person, an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. Or this could just be you with your wand in the air, ready to fight, ready to go. The horse is ready to move. There's a path for him to go in. And you're ignoring the fire that's behind you. Maybe you should put it out before you move any more forward is what I'm hearing. So maybe there's something this first week that you're not paying enough attention to that really needs your attention, either to put it out, to dampen it down, or to make it get bigger. But either way, you're missing something. He's looking forward. He's missing this eruption in the background. So this first week, you really need to pay attention to everything that's around you. Okay? And if you need to make some changes based on your gut feeling and what feels right to you. Okay? If there's anything I can tell every single sign is trust your gut. We oftentimes question ourselves. We get a gut feeling and we question ourselves and we think, that doesn't feel right. Somehow that doesn't feel right. And well, it's because you questioned yourself. If you know that your gut is strong and you need to listen to it, don't wait for a second opinion. Oh, I'm not really sure. I'm going to wait and see if I get another sign. Well, no, trust the first sign you get. It's almost always correct, okay? So have a stronger sense of power of sitting in your own power, making those decisions for yourself. The second week is the Two of Pentacles. Money coming in, or abundance of health, wealth, love, or destiny. You can't make a choice. You have to make a choice between the two. But look at the rainbow. You can't make a negative choice. The water's a little rough around you, but you can see there's a lot of dark clouds up here, but they're moving out of the way because, look, your ship is coming in. So the second week is taking advantage of whatever opportunity is given to you. Okay, Cancer? Whatever opportunity is given to you, you want to take advantage of. So maybe it's a promotion at work, or maybe somebody offers you a new job and you really need to take a look at it and see if it's what you want. Maybe your relationship is moving in another direction. Maybe you want to suddenly move in together, okay? And maybe you need to choose, should I live alone? Should I move in? You know, but your ship is coming in, so what it is you want is coming towards you. It just hasn't quite reached you yet. So hold off, make a decision, and then make free will for that to happen. That's the second week. The third week is the Hanged Man. And in the Rider-Waite deck, the Hanged Man is always kind of holding on to his own foot, right? He's making the decision himself to hold himself up. These are the chains that are around, in this deck, chains are around his feet and his legs. But they're on so loosely, he could easily lift his hands up and undo himself and let himself down. When I look at this card, I always see the number 4, which is the card of angels. So there are angels around you this third week, okay? Money's falling out of his pockets. He's losing a lot of things. He's losing things that he's gained. He's way up in the heavens towards, going down towards earth, but he's losing things. So do you want to undo yourself from this being stuck position, right? From being this position where you can't move forward, and then let yourself down to earth and gather all your coins again, gather all your money, gather all your decisions that you're making. You always have free will. You always have the chance to do that. But just know the Hanged Man is going to keep you stuck until you make the decision to move forward. Okay? The next card is the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is kind of like, I always picture this person holding a wand going like this in their hand. Like they're standing, he's standing here with these other wands pointed at him, as if he's having to take a position, as if he's having to take a stand against anybody who's trying to fight with him. And that's what this seven is about. I don't feel like he needs to fight. I'm not hearing a fight. I'm just hearing that he's feeling the tension of people around him in this fourth week. This is Thanksgiving week that I'm pulling for. And maybe you're feeling that there's a lot of tension, there's a lot of stress because there's people missing from your table. We can't do a lot during COVID, right? We can't have a lot of people over. We can't have the normal Thanksgiving of 25 relatives. So it's a smaller group of people. When that happens, sometimes it gets contentious. It gets so that people fight more, or they're letting their true feelings out. And that's what I feel like this gentleman's doing in this picture. And what you're doing during your fourth week is you're letting down your guard a little bit, and you're allowing people to invade your own space. Don't do that, okay? It's wonderful for you to stay in this high vibration and to bring in love and compassion and so forth that we talked about, but try to spread that with these other people that are coming at you, okay? Because I feel like this week is a little bit tumultuous in that you have people that you need to watch out for, okay? Maybe it's just a toxic energy. Maybe you just need to be able to let it go, but pay attention. This final week is remembering. It's the Six of Cups, and the cups are all about emotions. Whenever I see a butterfly in the card, which is rare, it means there is someone out there who's wanting to give you a message of love from the other side. So take that in the fifth week. And that's right before December. And you see the sunflowers again, another sign. But these cups, these Six of Cups that they're looking at, this is all about opening the cups and looking back in the past, looking back, unlocking, you see the lock, unlocking what has already happened, and you're reminiscing, you're going backwards, you're reminiscing. And this card is doing a lot of that. So maybe at Thanksgiving it made you really think about some things that you're missing out on, or some opportunities that are in the past that you let go. And so you're regathering your thoughts this final week. You're looking at things to try to make a decision which direction you should go in. And your past is going to play a really big part in that this final week, okay? So Cancer, it really looks like you've got the possibility of a new relationship. You're between worlds, and you want to stay right down that neutral path, right? You don't want to let anybody get in your way. You've got the Knight of Wands, where you're going to pay attention to things around you, and making a choice. You have to let yourself go. You have to allow yourself to not be stuck anymore, because you're the only person that's getting in your own way, is what I'm hearing. Again, don't allow anybody to fight you. These people are in fight mode. You don't need to go there. And then reminisce your last week. Make a decision about something, but make a decision based on the past experiences, right? You always have free will. The reading is just an energy that's around you. You always have free will to make your own choices and your own decisions, okay? I hope that makes sense. It seems like it's going to be a wonderful week for you. I mean, a wonderful month for you, Cancer. So I hope you enjoy. And I hope it turns out to be a wonderful month. And keep me posted. Send me messages. I love to read your comments.